What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another top 10 video on the channel. This video is going to be top 10 most annoying abilities in Garden Warfare 2. If you guys do go on to enjoy this video, make sure to drop a like. If you guys are new, subscribe. And with that being said, let's get into number 10. Number 10 is going to be burrow. Now, the reason why I say burrow is because the fact that it can insta-kill you is almost enough to put it at number 1. But this thing is just really easily counterable. Almost every single zombie has an easy counter to this. Let's say either the imps having the double jump where they can get on a high platform fast enough. The engineers obviously having their sonic grenade. The scientists having their warp. Really, the only class that might have a problem with this is the all-star. However, they can just like put down a shield and then imp hunt. A lot of the times this does work, but sometimes it doesn't. But yeah, it really is just an annoying ability, especially if you are on a high kill streak. I have been on a high kill streak plenty of times and have it gotten ruined by a chomper using burrow, and it just really, it's annoying because it's such a skillless ability, and also it recharges super fast. They can also just hide under the ground with it. If you're not an engineer, they can just hide under the ground as long as it lasts to heal that health, especially if they're like maybe chomping, heal like half their health back just by sitting in the ground. It really is just an annoying ability. Next up is going to be the regular chili bean bomb. Now, the reason why I chose the regular chili bean bomb instead of the sombrero bean bomb or the dark bean bomb is going to be because it's just a base ability. You don't have to unlock it, or you don't have to go through hell and back to get this thing from Rux. Honestly, it really is just kind of annoying. The bean jumping, not so much, rather than like Suburban Nation or Turf Takeover, where Pea Shooter throws this thing in the point, everybody clears out. So it's really just an easy field clearer, especially if you don't see it. It's like behind a corner or something, and they throw it down. I mean, it does do 175, and it explodes, I think, around 3 seconds after deploying it. It really is just annoying, because sometimes this thing is really sneaky, and they'll just throw one down and then just run away, and you have to kind of either evacuate the other way or run away. It's really just annoying. It really puts you in a position where either you want to risk running after them with like no health, or just get out of there and let them escape. It is really just a control ability, and that's why it's super annoying, because it does its job really well. And yeah, that's gonna be why it's number 9. Next up is going to be ZPG. Now, ZPG is really only annoying because of how good it is. ZPG, honestly, has ended so many streaks for me. It's just, I feel like I get killed by this more than I should, right? Because it's an instant killer for anything other than like Torchwood with Leaf Shield on, but you know what? We're not gonna get into that. That's a whole nother story for a whole nother video. But yeah, it basically insta-kills everything, every playable plant, and I just think it really is annoying. And the reason why I feel like it's going to be number 8, other than it just insta-kills, is because if you're in Sunbeam or P-Gatling, you like have to be wary. If there are soldiers in this game, let's say there's like 3 or more, you're gonna get cucked over. You're gonna get ZPG in the face. By the time they shoot it, and they maybe have to be across the map for you to be able to see it, and in time leave your Gatling or Sunbeam and run away, because this thing just moves super fast and it still will kill you in your Gatling or Sunbeam. So basically that ability is kind of pointless, and I don't really use the abilities because of that reason. It's just really a Sunbeam and P-Gatling killer. And honestly, that's what makes it super annoying, is because it completely cancels out those 2 abilities if you want to, I don't know, go on a high point and, you know, use them. So honestly, that's really why it's got to be there, because it basically takes away 2 abilities from 2 classes. It makes them completely useless, practically. So that's why it's going to be number 8. Coming in at number 7, it's what I just talked about. Leaf Shield. Leaf Shield is super annoying for like basically the main reason, as I literally pointed out for ZPG. ZPG can't insta-kill a Torchwood that is using a Leaf Shield. You know why? It halves all the damage that Torchwood takes. God, this thing is just super good, and for that reason, it's super annoying. I'm going Ben Shapiro on this bitch. Let's say, hypothetically, you are a Super Brains, and you're going up, and you are, let's say, a Cosmic Brains, which I know does 77 damage with a full charge, 49 with like a second charge. Let's say you're doing second charges. Instead of hitting 49s and killing him in around 6 punches, well, you gotta multiply that by 2, and you're gonna have to hit him with 12 punches, considering that he halves the damage. So you're gonna have to do 2 times the damage that you normally do to kill him. It is just absolutely ridiculous. From far range, it's not too big of a deal. However, he does move slower, so from far range, it actually isn't that bad, which is why it's at number 7, because it's pretty easily counterable if you're like a soldier or Deadbeard. But if you're like anything close to this guy, what he's gonna do is he's gonna leaf shield, and he's just gonna walk around shooting you or blazing blast you if you're up close in his face. So yeah, that's why it's just super annoying, especially if he's getting healed by a sunflower. What's gonna happen is the sunflower is gonna be sitting behind him, and he's gonna be tanking all the damage while he just keeps healing, and eventually you're gonna die or it's gonna run out, and hope you better pray that that thing runs out, because your sanity will run out before his leaf shield does. So yeah, you better hope. Coming up at number 6, another torture ability, which is Blazing Blast. Blazing Blast is basically an instant killer for anything 3 feet or closer. It's just honestly too overpowered. There should be no reason why this thing exists. If maybe it didn't do fire damage, I think it would be nerfed enough. However, I guess it kind of wouldn't make sense considering that it's like a fire, you know, it's like a fire ability. I do feel like if it didn't do fire damage, it would be more balanced. I honestly do believe that, because what happens is every time you hit somebody with a fire plant, what happens is the tick resets. So if you hit somebody for, let's say, with fire pea shooter, you hit them and it ticks twice out of the 5 times, so 2 out of 5. If you hit them again, that resets to 0 out of 5. So it basically does 15 damage, I think 7 times plus an extra 5 each tick, but then it resets. It does like 250 damage, and in that clip you just saw, like where I just played a little while back, I completely the mech with this thing. I just obliterated a Z-mech like with this thing. I mean, I don't even think I got any help. I think I got like the shared, but I 100% did at least 200 damage to that mech with literally the tap of a button. It really is overpowered. However, it's really literally only limited to literally up in your face. But really, if anybody gets up in your face, you will kill them. And also the fact that this thing recharges in like 15 seconds is also enough to put this even higher, but you know, I won't, because it is very situational. But when the situation happens, which is kind of frequently, it sucks for anybody on the receiving end of this thing. Number 5 is going to be Vamp Weed. Now, Vamp Weed is the best of the 3 Spike Weed abilities, those other 2 being regular Spike Weed and Spiky Spike Weed, which they're really good. They basically do the same thing. However, Vamp Weed, instead of just trapping the zombie, it heals you. It doesn't do damage to the zombies, but it does heal you for 40, which is really good. And combined with Count Chomula, if you finish them off and eat them, you heal a total of 90 health. That is a lot of freaking health. And honestly, the damage, 95% of the time, you're not going to be placing down a Spike Weed and chomping at them. And if you do, cool. I mean, you can still use the other Spike Weeds. I think the other Spike Weeds would maybe be in this place anyway, but if you're like in a fight, or like, I don't know, like somebody's chasing after you, you place one of these and they get trapped in them, not only are you healing a lot of your health back, not only are you healing, but you're also getting a kill because of the Spike Weed not allowing them to move or use their abilities. It's really freaking good. It does, however, recharge really slowly, but if you do get to swallow somebody, you do get your Spike Weed back, which is a super cool feature. If you do get, like, it doesn't even have to be in the Spike Weed. If you just swallow something, even an AI, a brown coat, you still get an extra Spike Weed, which is pretty cool. Then again, it's also kind of situational, just like Blazing Blast and Leaf Shield, where they have to be up close to you. But I will say this ability is also pretty good. Maybe let's say you're playing Garden Ops or something, and you need health pretty quickly. You just go up to a brown coat, Spike Weed him, eat him, and then when it recharges, or you get it back instantly, actually, you just do it again, and it really is a good healing method. And yeah, that's just why it's gonna be number 5. Coming in at number 4, we have the Citron Ball. Now, this one is gonna be weird because I'm actually going to be including the other 2 Citron abilities with this, because I think they are equally as OP as the regular Citron Ball. And also, the regular Citron Ball basically activates these 2 abilities, so it wouldn't make sense if I just had one of the other Citron Ball abilities in this without the regular one. So yeah, this one's going to be all 3 of them. Now, the reason why I think I'm going to say all 3 of them at the number 4 spot is a variety of reasons. I'm going to do the regular Citron Ball without the abilities first. So let's say you get into a fight and you need to get away. Just Citron Ball away. Simple as that. I mean, I'm pretty sure Citron is the fastest moving character with the ball without even the speed, which is already crazy. And then you have the speed ability, which just makes you go, I think, 2 times faster, and you jump higher, which is also like insane. So trying to jump around somebody, it's really crazy. It's really easy to confuse them. In turf takeover, super easy to capture points if you have a ton of these guys. And then the other ability, which is the dash, deals 50 damage. And if you do this trick where you don't hold forward on the joystick and you just let yourself go and you bunny hop, you can go ways away. I'm talking literally across the map in actual seconds with this. It is just absolutely crazy. The momentum this guy gets is nuts. It's super annoying because every time you're in a fight with this guy, like especially if you're like a soldier or something, and he just starts like bouncing around. Oh boy, yeah, have fun. Coming in at number 3 on the podium on this list is going to be Huskop. Huskop, That is the noise every player who just died by Huskop makes. I mean, this ability really, I have no words for it. I'm pretty sure the total amount of damage you can possibly deal with this ability is in the thousands because of how much a pellet does and how many pellets he shoots. If you do this correctly, you can actually stop midair, and let's say you're hovering over a Z-Mech with this. Oh, you can kill the Z-Mech in actually a second. I'm not even kidding. You can kill it in actually a second. What? If you can kill a Z-Mech in a second, imagine like any other character. If you can steamroll through every single zombie with this ability. If the corn is losing a fight close up, bro, he's just gonna press Y, and either it can be used offensively, which is most of the time, or defensively, and he runs away and he does the bunny hop shit where he just goes super fast and oh, dude, it hurts inside. It really does. But I will say I am this guy. I'm sorry, I am this guy. But I mean, it's just so good. How could you not use it? Coming in at number 2 on the podium is Hyper. Oh boy, I'm gonna have so much fun talking about this. Hyper. What can I even say? Where do I start? Hyper. You gain a giant speed boost, okay? You also jump really high. You know what this sounds like? This sounds like the Citron Ball, kind of. It is just super stupid, combined with the bean jumping or throwing down a beam bomb. Simple as going as electro pea shooter, jumping up and down, and yeah, nobody's gonna be able to hit you. It's ridiculous. It's honestly unbeatable sometimes. Just so stupid and unbeatable sometimes that honestly I just want to quit sometimes every time some guy just goes up to me and instantly uses Hyper. I know that's really what you're supposed to be doing, but it's just so overpowered, and it recharges relatively fast for what it is as well. And it's just it doesn't need to jump that high, okay? Like if it was just a speed boost, like no, that's not even that. Even the speed boost would be really good. It's just the pea shooter just moves super fast and jumps super high. It's oh my god, dude, it's giving me a headache thinking about this. But you know what else gives me headaches? You know what else is a stupidly annoying ability? My number 1 pick for the most annoying ability in all of Garden Warfare 2 is Goop. Why was this ever a thing? It's so stupid and cheesy. No pun intended. Cheesy Goop. It recharges, I think, in like 7 seconds. It deals 25 damage. Can't move with it. Barely move. Chomper can shoot it from across the map, wait for it to recharge, shoot you again. Or you're in the middle of plants and a chomper just goops you from across the map. You're basically vulnerable for the next 4 seconds. Good luck recovering if you got gooped. Get gooped, a chomper can just walk his way over to you. Oh, you're escaping. Oh, it just goops you again because it recharged already. The reason why I didn't put super sticky goop up here is because super sticky goop makes it so you can't move at all. However, you can actually look around faster than you can with regular goop. And honestly, being able to move 2 feet an hour with regular goop while not being able to look around beats being able to look around while not moving. You know, it's just crazy because I can't, because what you can also do is you can goop them and then just spike weed them with the Vamp Weed, and then get your health back and then get the Vamp Weed back, and then by the time you eat them, your goop is already back. You just do it again. Or you can goop them and then burrow them. So basically goop also assists with the other abilities, or should I say the other abilities assist with Goop. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys did enjoy, make sure to drop a like. If you guys are new, subscribe. Comment down below your opinions. I actually want to know them. And with that being said, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.